Well, the 4th of July is a time when Americans reflect on their fight for independence, but for some Bahamians, we reflect on the Battle of Montague and the rich history both countries share as we too get ready to celebrate our anniversary of independence on July 10th. Tonight, LaDawn Davis takes a look at that battle which changed the course of the American Revolution.
It's no secret the Bahamas and the United States share a rich historical background. If you travel along the shoreline of eastern New Providence, you can't help but to notice 4 toasted brown cannons nestled in the heart of a battlefield inside what's been dubbed a visitor's dream known as Fort Montague. In the late 1700s, American revolutionists raided Nassau and took Fort Montague from the British in an attempt to steal gunpowder and ammunition. For about 2 years now, Defense Force Marines have been standing guard at the historical fort dressed in British Army garb with muskets and swords, just as if they were defending the shoreline in the 1700s. Of course, it's all make-believe, but as senior museum attendant Raquel Davis says, it's important to reflect on the American fight for independence.
The major role with Fort Montague in link with the U.S. is because this was the U.S. Marines' first operation when they came in 1776. During that time, if you were to date back, they were fighting for their independence. Even though they came to the fort, they didn't get to take much ammunition because it had been moved a day earlier. They managed to take some muskets that were here, and they took the governor as well. Now, the governor at that time was John Tinker, and they traded him off for another soldier that they wanted.
Davis says the Bahamas and Fort Montague was the first stop on the United States mission to gain its independence. Even though the governor at the time was able to evacuate most of the town's powder, the Americans still were able to conquer much.
The British had this fort for many years, had the island for many years in general. If it was really important for them to come here and capture it, then they probably would have captured the governor and kept him. Because back then, if you captured the governor of any island, you automatically captured the island. So, like I said, it wasn't all about territory. Basically, I think they just wanted their independence and their freedom from Britain.
And just in case you were wondering why the Bahamas wears so many hats when it comes to American history from the Civil War to the American Revolution, Davis says it's simple.
We're very close to the U.S. and basically the water. Anywhere you go in the world, you basically have to pass our channels to get there. So basically the close proximity and the water.
But as America celebrates its independence, Fort Montague, which is the oldest fort here in the Bahamas, will continue to be the fort that bears so much of the Bahamas and the United States' rich history. LaDawn Davis, ZNS Network News.